everyone, Bill Benner with BandTech Solutions. Welcome to our vlog series. Today we'll be going over the iPad Pro. First, I'd like to thank Vortech Communications for letting us borrow the iPad Pro for this review. I did have an opportunity to really use it and utilize it in a business aspect. Today is hopefully going to give you a better understanding of what the iPad Pro is about, the features that the new iOS that is loaded on it, and hopefully we'll have when released for other tablets that you may own in the iPad series, and hopefully give you a better understanding of where to move and how to move into the tablet world. The iPad Pro, as you can kind of tell, is a really large beast that Apple did release. I mean, if we kind of compare it to the iPad mini, the screen is larger, which is a great function to have, in my honest opinion, especially in a sales or marketing environment. Even if you're, I would even consider as a board member or a committee member, when you're looking over those notes or those documents, having an iPad Pro with this large of a screen is definitely an advantage. My view in a personal consumer world, I honestly would say it is probably not worth the investment in an iPad Pro. But in a business world, it could be definitely a nice investment. Keep in mind, it's still the iOS operating system, so it's they haven't changed that. I would have liked to see the Mac Apple version of the OS X, so what you see in a MacBook Pro or MacBook Air. I would love to see that type of operating system on a tablet this size, especially in competition to Windows and other 2-in-1 tablets that are out there, similar to Dell series or Lenovo, where you could actually take a laptop like this, flip it around, and then voila, you have your tablet. Windows operating systems on there, still have access to all your files, documents, Outlook. So having a tablet like this has been a really huge asset in a company like ours. We've noticed that a lot of our members and organizations investing in tablets like this, more of in the 2-in-1 scenario. So when Apple released the iPad Pro, we were hoping that we would see something in that category of having an OS X in there, having more of a MacBook feel, but in a tablet form. The nice thing about the new operating system that's coming out, the 9.1, they did really work on the multitasking side. The one thing about the iPads that I've always hoped that they would change was the multitasking, where you could get to multiple apps or see those multiple apps and then kind of skim through which one you want and open that up. But now, as you can kind of see, you could actually have multiple apps running at the same time and function on all at the same time. So I have Google, I have my email, and also if I wanted to, I could be watching a video and work and function on all 3 different screens on the main screen here. So that's one thing to kind of look forward to. I believe the new iOS, when that's released, most tablets are going to be able to work with it. Anything in an iPad 2 and above, you may see that functionality, this functionality here. Anything below that, obviously you won't. So if you have a newer iPad Air, iPad mini, yes, you probably will see that multifunction. The multifunction that you see here on iPad mini may become very useful, but with that screen size, a lot of times it just depends on the habit, your personality, and how you use the tablet. So the starting price on something like this at 128 gigs of storage of space, and without 4G of Verizon, AT&T, you're looking at $950. With adding the cellular service, you're probably looking at about the $1150 range and up. So iPad Pro series definitely is something to consider depending on the departments that you want to invest it for and the need. It really has to, you really have to kind of think about the value it's going to bring based off its size and its cost. Overall, the functionality of having the capabilities of writing on the screen, all those separate accessories, I mean, it does add up quite a bit. So it does still become a very nice business tool, but in the sense of, whether or not you should invest it, my opinion, really just evaluate what do you have envision it for. Do you need something this big of a tablet to use for business? But other than that, I mean, it is still an iPad, an iPhone. It has that same functionality. They really haven't changed on anything else other than adding screen size, beefed up the operating system and its functionality, and added some miscellaneous features that may be useful. So iPad Pro, definitely something to consider. I hope you will really enjoy this video. It gives you something to think about. But other than that, Bill Bader and BandTech Solutions. Hopefully we'll see you in the next vlog series.